Thank you for stopping by. We truly appreciate your time and support. Whether you're here for the first time or coming back, it means a lot to have you with us on this journey. There's always something new to discover. Now let's go and get to where we want to get to.
I am trying to keep it all together, but I don't know if I can. There are good days and there are bad days. And the bad days just makes me feel like everything is falling apart. And there's nothing I can do about it. And I just want this feeling to go away. I don't want to keep feeling like this. I wish I could just erase this memory. I'm tired. I'm tired of I just want to see my dad. I don't know what to do anymore. I just wish this feeling would go away. I wish I could make it stop. Just some way, somehow. Just erase my memory. Just go into some forgotten world. I just want to be at peace.
She starts by crying and being alone. Those are the two aspects of her situation. There is another point of view, that her father used to be present or possibly just alive to help her simply for being there and all the support that he could give. It's unfortunate that she can't communicate with the one person that might have helped her. Her divorce has to be a big episode for her. You can tell that it's affecting her dramatically. And even so, her father may not be able to help her. She may need to come to the obvious solution by herself, so we'll just have to see. Taking care of the emptiness and desperation is a small price to pay for a relationship that didn't work out. It's a pretty sad situation, actually.
So you gave me a break. Fucking up my ass, you're fucking nagging again.
I'm not nagging.
I'm
literally not nagging.
You're over there fucking just talking shit.
No, I'm not.
Everything just fucking.
I'm not talking shit. Like, I'm so sick and tired of you fucking saying that I'm nagging when I'm literally telling you how I feel and what it is.
And I'm fucking
like, I am sick and tired.
I'm sick and tired. Too goddamn much.
Oh wait, are you done?
Fucking what?
Are you done?
Are you fucking
done?
Are
you done?
Are you fucking
I'm
done?
trying to fucking talk and you always try to talk over me.
Okay.
You never fucking listen to what I'm saying. You never listen to me.
What the fuck you have to fucking say?
Anyway, I'm sick and tired of the way that you have been treating me, and I'm so done with the fucking treatment. Okay. So you are going to pay for that filing divorce. It's $300.
I'm not paying for a goddamn divorce.
You have the fucking money. Stop hitting my fucking truck.
Okay.
Stop hitting my truck.
Shut the fuck up.
Don't fucking touch my truck.
The fucking truck is in both of our fucking
It doesn't matter, but don't fucking hit it. Why would you do that?
No, you're fucking pissing me the fuck off.
You have anger issues.
You're fucking pissing me the fuck off.
You have anger issues and you need fucking help.
You
need to go to fucking therapy.
Wow.
She's stuck with a guy who isn't capable of being with her, who isn't capable of enjoying the company of his wife, who is not capable of seeing the good things a wife can offer. In life, he has to question everything he does, everything that happens to him simply to understand that he has some control. Yes, it is control that he is lacking. This type of control isn't available to people until they become older and see things differently. Unfortunately, we'll have to cope with people like him for some time. Hopefully, she'll be able to get a divorce and move on with her life.
I was married for 24 years. I got married 2 weeks before I turned 20. We had 3 children together. And when I got a divorce 24 years later, It took a lot to get me there. It took a lot of pain to get me to the point of willing to divorce. I endured, I suffered, I begged, I pleaded, I tried. I read all the books. I went to therapy. And I still stayed 10 years longer than I should have. And when I finally pulled the trigger and I finally ended that marriage, you know why I did it? Not because of me, not because I knew that I deserved better, not because I knew that I was dying in that marriage, my health was suffering, I had autoimmune issues, I had depression, I was overweight, not because of any of those reasons or because I just wanted to be happy, because my kids were being affected. That's why I left. When I saw that my kids were being traumatized by the behavior, that's when I found the courage to leave. And you know what? I had a conversation with my daughter the other day, and she said, Mom, what? I'm mad that you didn't leave sooner. I'm mad that you didn't do it sooner. And she's right. She's right. I should have, and I didn't. The pain of staying had to get so bad. The fear of change was no longer as big as the pain, right? The pain of staying got bigger than the fear of the change. And that's when generally the human condition is, that's when we leave. We need a crisis. And unfortunately, that's what happened to me. And women are much more likely to endure the suffering for themselves. But as soon as the kids are involved, we get all mama bear and we'll do it. But I don't want that for you, because what I learned from that was very valuable. What I learned was, it's not noble to suffer for the rest of your life because you're scared of making a different choice. It's not righteous to stay in an abusive, toxic, dysfunctional relationship. And staying for the sake of the kids when it's like that, you're lying to yourself. It's bullshit. I was lying to myself that I could hide it from the kids, that I could protect them, I could be the buffer. No, you can't, and they are being damaged, and I have to now I have to take responsibility for the impact I had by staying too long, the impact I had on my kids by staying too long, and I'm taking responsibility for that, and I'm learning. You can relate to this. What I want you to hear from my story is this. You know, in your intuition, your gut, you know you need to leave. And you're staying because you're scared. You're staying because you're scared of disrupting the family, of the conflict, of looking like the bad guy, of guilt, of finances, of whatever. But that fear is keeping you in denial, and it's making you tell yourself that it's all okay, that you can do it, you're strong. You need to tell yourself the truth and wake up to the reality of what's really going on and how it's really affecting your kids and what needs to happen. And then you need to get the support that you need in order to make that decision. When I started working with a coach, it gave me the support and the courage to actually leave my marriage. You need to stop being in denial and stop telling yourself that you can do it, you're strong, it's going to be fine, you're staying together for the kids. No, if your gut is telling you you got to go, you got to go. And that means you got to figure out how to go. And that means you probably need support. Don't stay 10 years too long like I did. Don't do it. Because if I could go back and do that over, I would have been out of there way sooner. And I would have had way more time to build my new life. And my kids wouldn't have had to go through more trauma. So this is my message to you, because I wish I had had somebody say that to me back when I was, 35 years old, stuck in a shitty marriage, being cheated on, being abused. I wish I had had somebody say this to me. Wake up to what's really going on, tell yourself the truth about what's really happening, and then decide that you are going to start getting support now before you get to a crisis point. that you're going to start working on yourself now, to build yourself up now so that you can make that challenging decision. Because honestly, that choice to leave takes about 10 seconds of insane courage. That's it. Everything else is worrying about the decision. What's going to happen? What's going to happen after? But saying it out loud, I want a divorce and I'm going to figure it out and I'm out of here, 10 seconds of insane courage. Everything else will be figure-outable. Everything else will figure itself out. But delaying that conversation is just keeping you in stress. It's keeping you suffering. You don't need to do that.
The creation of something such as a marriage has to be a pretty formidable transfer from single to a married life. That is why it must be taken seriously, especially if the plan is to invest in having children. If you have kids involved, life becomes more difficult and serious, precisely why the engagement must be taken so seriously. Consider the fact that as children, they require both parents to be at every need. Everything from waking up and going to elementary school to coming home late after a high school football game. On the other hand, it requires less strenuous activity if you don't have kids, if you just say goodbye the minute after things don't seem to work. There comes a time when marriage doesn't work for either party, and it's difficult to break it off, especially when you have kids, but even so, someone has to make a decision. If she feels that he slept around with someone else, that is reason enough to divorce the guy immediately. Unfortunately, you may say 10 minutes is important, or you may say 10 years is important. Either way, you're always going to choose what's best for you. No one can tell you when to divorce someone. No one.
I'm feeling really scared. I wasn't looking to be alone at 48. I didn't get married to get divorced. I tried so much. Like, I can't imagine being with anyone else. I mean, I can, but it could just be a fantasy because I'm really good at limerence. I'm really good at living in the positive, the what could be's. I don't know.
It must hurt. It must hurt a lot to not know why your marriage has ended 17 years later. Sure, crying is something that's going to happen. Crying for whatever reason your soul finds adequate. But with your reasoning, you have to follow your steps because they will guide you in the right direction. You just don't know it. And it is the 17 years that will help you become the woman that you are today. Always remember, you will have 17 years that are backing you up to whatever your future will become. Thank you for your valuable time today. It is our choice that we spend this time together. While you may or may not see some of these videos for what they are, always remember these are only two choices that are given to us to make our best decision. We don't know whether they're winners or losers. No one does. It is simply an abstract thought trying to make you think. Thanks again.